Says goodbye to Nana Moon. EastEnders in half an hour here on BBC One.
Revealed. The secrets of becoming a big red bus driver. You'll need burning ambition.
No, I don't really want to be a bus driver. I really don't.
Finely honed driving skills.
Okay, you've actually gone over the curb, yeah?
And kind, understanding tutors with time to listen.
Yeah, I know about this. No, shut up, drive the bus. Come on. Got me foot on the ground. Oh, shut up and drive the bus. Go on, get on with it.
You would like to drive a big red bus past the landmarks of London, wouldn't you? Think of the views. Think of the happy times at the wheel. Just think of your adoring and grateful public.
What do you think about the drivers? Generally, they're quite rude.
They're rubbish. They're not friendly. Or you can get the over-friendly ones.
What do you mean over-friendly?
The over-friendly ones. I won't go into it.
You would like to join the happy throng of London's 22,000 bus drivers. Of course you would. You would like to be on a driver training course in Camberwell with people who are just as keen as you are to get into the cab of the big blue training bus. Ah, well, you might be in for a bit of a surprise. Meet Paul, 2 weeks into his bus driving course.
I don't really want to be a bus driver. I want to pursue my career as an actor. I studied for 6 years. I did 7. I did a foundation course in drama. I did various summer courses. 2 years BTEC National, 2 years Higher National, followed up with a 1-year degree. I've been in numerous soaps and short films, film festivals and God knows what. And I'm going to throw a period of 15 years away just to become a bus driver. No way. The only reason I'm doing the bus driving is to put some money on the table. Because, I'm not being funny, I've got the looks just like George Clooney. I've got the acting abilities, it's just as good as Tom Cruise. But at the moment, I'm nobody. I'm just a stupid bus driver, just trying to jump obstacles. Sorry to say.
You're not even a bus driver yet, are you?
No, I'm not a bus driver, a trainee bus driver. I've got me a little bus pass there, get on the bus for free. Look at this, look. And I really want to do that. And I get the mick taken out of me, all the garages. They said, "Oh, you come here, George," because my surname's Clooney. I said, "Hang on a minute, I'm better looking than him."
Hollywood's a few miles from Camberwell. For now, Paul is learning the script of a double-decker Volvo Olympian with Palatine #1 bodywork.
You ready, Paul? Yeah, I'm ready. Up you go, mate.
He's got to share his small stage with instructor Mike Wentworth.
Get yourself comfortable, start the bus up for me, please.
That's all right,
If it was an automatic, what would it have to be in?
Oh,
in your car? That's it. Well, just leave that alone and put it in neutral. That's it. Start it up.
Neutral.
That's it. Foot on the foot brake, select a gear. That's a lot better with the steering. Well done, off you go.
I just need to practice that, you know, Mick.
Tell him, Zach.
Shut up and drive your bus.
I love it. I love it. Use your mirrors. No gas. No gas. That was a bit overreacting there, wasn't it? No, you overreacted.
Okay.
If you broke like that, what would happen if I wasn't sitting down? You'd have had my face on the screen, wouldn't you? You nearly did as it was. Where's my stick?
Sorry.
I'll beat him again.
As an instructor, Mike is at the more vocal end of the range.
Might work with, he's funny.
Give in gently, gently.
I go home and when I'm sleeping, all I hear is these catchphrases. You make me twitch, don't steer right, get away from the curb, you're indicating too early.
Indicate right. Go on, keep it rolling. Steer. Don't pinch the foot brake, let it roll. Use all the steering wheel.
Paul has got his eyes on the stars, but every time he gets behind the wheel, a funny thing happens. The hidden bus driver inside him starts to crawl out. He's proud of his driving.
Mike I think he's a really good instructor. and he was saying to me that I'm doing pretty well. He reckons I'm a week ahead of myself. He's had people on the bus that have been doing it for like, this is their 5th week, and they had an assessment so they can struggle to get another week. So, and they're not even at my standards. I'm not showing off anything like that. What it is I pick things up quickly and I listen, and when I do a mistake, I correct that mistake.
It might be an act, but it's a pretty good act.
That's nice. Look in your left mirror. You've got a little bit twirl. No more, that'll do. That's nice. Adjust your speed, adjust your speed. Hold your position. Hold your position. Give in, give in, give in. Oh, you're taking it, aren't you?
Oh, give in, sorry.
Yeah? The smaller the gap, the slower the speed. The slower the speed, the more the mirrors. When you was coming up to it, because he was already there before us, yeah, I'd have held it back, let him go, and then slip through. Never look at me, but always
okay, sorry, yeah.
All right?
But I felt confident that I could do it.
Well, I wouldn't have took it through.
No?
No. Come on.
Got my foot on the ground.
Oh, shut up and drive the bus. Go on, get on with it.
Paul is an artist stuck on the horns of an existential dilemma.
What can I do? If you sit at home wait for an agent to come, what did the government do? You sign this declaration, a job seeker's allowance, and if you don't get a job, they go and get you a job, and you know, you have to do the job, otherwise they stop your money, and how can you live? How can you pay bills? How can you go shopping and all that kind of thing? So what I tend to do is just find a job, do the job for a certain time. If an audition comes up, I'll go for it. I won't say, yeah, I'm going to get the part. I'll go for it, and if I do get the part, then I either phone in sick or I disappear. Sorry, it's like that, but that's me.
From an actor who really, really doesn't want to be a bus driver, to a plasterer desperate to pass his final bus driving test. Sebastian has failed 3 tests already and is on his very last chance.
Where's that plaster?
The bus company have given him a week off to relax before the exam. It will be make or break.
Couldn't go very far. I'm not going to start the drill with that thing going. Well, I'm just going to have to live with it, mate.
Sebastian also has a family expectation weighing heavily upon him.
What is the first consideration of a driver?
Safety and comfort of their passengers.
You reading it?
My daughter keep disappointing her. Keep saying, look, daddy's failed again. That's hard to say.
After a mammoth 7 weeks of bus training for Sebastian, it's a return to the traditional builder's lunch. Hummus, tzatziki and a nice crisp baguette.
On average, you're expected to pass between 4 and 6 weeks. Because once you've hit your 4th week, you're on a progress check. And then any time after that, you're on a test. Between that and the 6th week, you should have passed through. That's what the average is. So I'm way below average. It's very gutting. What can I say? It's not that I'm not trying.
What are you looking at?
Paul has organised a photo shoot so he can mail out new publicity pictures to casting agents.
Yeah,
that suits. That's far too bright.
They don't want you to be too flashy in your face.
No,
they just want you to be just a natural looking guy, you know? Do you know what? I'm sweating, you know? That's not going to come up on the thing, is it? Do you think I have to put the coat on as well?
Do you enjoy it? Having a photograph?
Yeah, I do, because it makes you feel important. It makes you feel that you're somebody, although I'm not. All I'm trying to be somebody, but yeah, it makes me feel special, you know.
Just straighten your head slightly. Just tiny little bit down. Hold that, right there. Say beans.
Beans.
Keep it there once more. That's good. Excellent. Good stuff. Excellent. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
That's the look, huh?
That's the one, man.
That's the look.
That's the gangster look. See that there? This piece here, the hair. I'm going to ask him if he can crop that. Photographers got a paint, and they can actually put a white paint there, so they won't see it, and then they just cut it to about there, and then put it in black and white. And black and white gives you that kind of look. Colour shows you all your blemish marks and stuff, doesn't it? car's really bothering you, isn't it? It's not being funny, but I like it. I don't want it sticking up, and then it ruins the picture. I've had it before where I've had pictures done, the hair sticking up, and I've just ripped the pictures up. And that's how serious I am. It's on my, you know. This is the world. This is the acting world. You've got to look at your best. I'm not oil painting, but I'm just trying to look my best.
Camberwell trains over 500 drivers a year. They reject 9 out of every 10 applicants. Before they accept you on their training course, you'll have to show them you can drive a transit van in a straight line and that you can see.
Right, first of all, what I'd like you to do, see that red van on the right?
On the right, yeah.
Could you read the registration out to me, please?
EX54... JVP.
DYP.
Is it YP? Yeah, DYP.
Then onto the road. This can be something of a white-knuckle ride for instructor Christine.
What's the matter?
I don't know which way.
The sign in front of you? Hey, you've actually gone over the curb, yeah? Just take your time, yeah? You need to use your mirrors when you're turning. And we're going to turn right, please. Oops, you've hit the right curb as well, yeah? OK, keep yourself out to the right. Take your time. Keep yourself out to the right. Forward, forward. No, don't steer yet. A little bit further forward. And then straighten it up and stop. Now wait there. Wait there. Check your mirrors. Check before you steer. You don't want to steer too early. Look at the van. That's it. Now steer to the left. That's it. That's another curve. Okay, keep it as close to the right as you can. As close to the right as you can. Slowly, slowly, slowly. If you go down to him, then he will move forwards into the space that you've made available. Keep it straight. You can't go through there. You can't go through there. Let him move out of the way.
At the end of the ride, Christine drops a bombshell.
I'm sorry to say on this occasion you haven't reached the standard required, yeah? You need to get a bit more experience at perhaps driving something a little bit bigger on the road, yeah?
He won't be joining the training school. Bad day for Joel, not such a bad day for London commuters. Another bumpy day on the buses. This is the dawn, this is the day. This is Sebastian's moment to prove that he can pass his test and become a driver at last.
Cheers, mate.
Go get it.
Yeah, we're going to go for it today.
Good luck.
Yep.
Are you ready to go now?
Yeah, mate.
All right, raise your roll.
Yep, in a minute now. It's going to be done today.
Obviously, I'm a little bit nervous about it, but I'm reasonably confident that today is the one. I'm not going to be making any of those mistakes I've made in the past, you know. No curves. Cone B will be standing.
Enter the examiner.
Morning, Mr. Barnes. Just on, yes, midday morning.
Right, good afternoon.
Can I ask, are you finishing at Bromley North?
Got my glasses on, shouldn't I, really?
Might need them today.
Oh, dear.
This is Sebastian's 4th test. His instructor, Dave, still believes that he has the makings of a driver and deserves one last chance.
This is the last result, isn't it?
Yeah.
Last chance, last result.
The last of the last.
Mm-hmm.
Is it quite rare to get a 4th test?
Very. Very rare. I stuck my neck out, didn't I? Big style.
Every great step forwards begins by going backwards. On previous tests, Sebastian has played merry hell with the marking cones.
Nearly lost cone bees. Nearly lost cone bees. I know, God, I know. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah.
Okay, let's use reversing exercise. Right. 2 minutes, I'll be with you. Just got to put these away, yeah?
Okay,
so
then.
just relax, I'll be with you.
Right.
Off onto the open road, his future in the balance. Christine's hindquarters have just about recovered from yesterday's exciting ride, and it's time to get back on the horse. Today's candidate is very determined. He's on his 4th attempt. He's keen as mustard, but he does have a slight issue with left and right.
Okay, we're going to go out of the garage and we're going to turn left onto the main road.
Tours.
No, left. Yeah?
Just nerves. I'm alright.
Just take a few deep breaths, yeah?
Really?
Yeah? Do much driving then?
I do.
You do? What, all the time?
Yeah, I do, because before it was just nerves, it just nerves, total nerves, and I was panicky, cold sweats, everything you could think about. I think I'm ready right now at the moment, because a few seconds into it, and I pass.
Make sure you check the mirrors before you steer, yeah? You've actually gone over the curve then, yeah? Don't worry, relax. Turning right, please, next road on the right. Don't let that put you off, yeah? Just relax. And that one as well, yeah? Still try and relax. And at the traffic lights, we're going to turn left, please.
It's a good idea to have a lightish breakfast if you're a transit ban assessor.
Okay, just put the handbrake on. Do you want to go back, or do you want to carry on? You want to do a little bit more?
I feel it, mate. Yeah.
Do you want to go back?
I'll carry on.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll carry on, seriously. No, I feel I'll carry on.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think we better turn right, yeah.
If at first you don't succeed.
How many times is this now?
This is about the 4th time.
Oh, 4th time.
Yeah, it's nerves.
Yeah, I can see you're really nervous
Right,
and you feel under pressure, and
right,
when something goes wrong, you just fall to pieces.
Yeah.
The thing is, right, do you think you're going to manage in a bus?
I mean,
that's what, 6 times the size of this?
yeah.
Ooh.
I believe I can do it, but I know your job, and I know.
All right, then you try and get yourself some kind of van driving job
Okay.
or something this time. Get a bit more experience, then come back again, aren't they? Because they're going to let you come back again anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. 5th time.
Give it a bit.
So, if you've got a shiny new van and you're looking for a driver, your search is over. Paul is out for a warm-up run before his driving test. His mood is upbeat, and he's chosen a daring stripes and checks combi for the big day.
But I know I can drive a bus. Anyone can drive a bus. It's automatic. Like, they want you to drive like a... I'm not going to go and say that because I'll get into trouble.
You've got to drive in a particular manner to get your ticket.
I'm not nervous. No way. I'm telling you, there's no such thing as nerves in my book.
Give Paul his due. When he does drive the bus, he can do it really, really nice.
Nice one, mate. I never thought I'd get that out of him.
You do. You're
Nice
very
one.
where it's due. I'd like to say it's a formality. I can't. It's what he does, not for me, but for the examiner. It's whether nerves will get to him on.
No, I don't. Like I said, nerves doesn't get into me. Not at all. Not at all. You could have Saddam Hassan sitting there. No nerves is getting into me, mate. I'm telling you. I tell you what, they're going to be calling me Cliff Richards. This is the happy bus. We're going on a summer holiday. We go down to Blackpool. When I pass today, we go down to Blackpool. Let's go.
Watch your road. Come on, concentrate. Drive the bus.
Hey, he's a character, isn't he? He really is. Hey, he's got heart of gold. He's just very bubbly.
So do you reckon Paul's more nervous than he's letting on?
Oh yeah, yeah. He uses his chat, etc., to cover it up. Bless him. I really want him to do it.
Cometh the hour, cometh the examiner.
Oh yeah, Paul. How are you? All right? Okay.
Steve, innit?
Yeah, Steve. That's it. Yeah, take a seat.
Okay.
Right, we've just got a little bit of paperwork to do. First of all.
Paul's not supposed to care about becoming a driver.
If you just pass me your driving licence. Okay, thanks very much. Cheers.
But it's really quite a good impression of a very nervous candidate.
Right, I'm going to ask you a few safety questions first of all. Tell me whereabouts the fire extinguisher is located, and tell me what type of fire extinguisher it is as well.
Right, the fire extinguisher is located under the driver's seat on the floor, and it's a multi-purpose foam fire extinguisher.
Okay, all right.
Still can't actually bring yourself to watch it.
No, it's horrible. It's if some of the other lads say, oh, you've got to switch off and you've got to do that, but you've just spent 4 or 5 weeks with them on a bus, having, you know, sharing tea and sitting and chatting, and you do get to know people. Of course I want him to do it. It's a job, isn't it? You know, his bills are the same as mine.
And show me whereabouts the emergency engine stop device is located on this bus.
The emergency what?
Engine stop device.
Okay,
on the
the
bus,
engine
yeah?
stop device. Right, the emergency fuel cutout switch is the red button there located on the right side, which you push and hold, and that will cut it out.
Okay, and what sort of situations would you use that in?
Serious fires, accidents, or a one-rate engine.
Okay, right, shut the back there, mind your fingers.
God, give me strength.
Of course you want him to pass. So you want your government to say, oh, Mike got, or Steve, or he got another one through. But you can't do nothing. It's down to them, isn't it?
That's what's awful though, isn't it?
Yeah, of course it is. That's why I don't watch them reverse, you know. You can tell someone, don't do that. You give them really, lay it on with a trowel. Don't do this, don't do this. And you get them out of the habit and you sit in there and on their test, they go and do it. You feel like going up like a naughty kid.
Now, when we get out on the main carriageway, I'd like you to continue ahead at all times, unless traffic signs direct you otherwise.
Right.
So best of luck to you again.
As another of Camberwell's little ducklings paddles out into the great bus lane of life, Sebastian's blue bus stands quietly in row. No champagne corks, no party poppers. Another inquest. The last one.
If you're passing a turn, there's a van waiting to come out the turning.
Yeah.
Well, as you've gone past, after you've gone past it, you should check your mirrors.
Right.
You don't. They're hit and miss. Road contour changes, you should check your mirrors.
Yeah.
Signalling, timing of signals, and MSN. Mirrors, signal, manoeuvre. I'll rest my case, really. I'm sorry it's not result you wanted, mate. I can only do your best.
Right.
You swear, haven't you?
Yeah.
Do you want to go and get a drink, have a drink and mop up a little bit, and Dave will come and sort you out. Yeah, have a drink anyway.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Give it my best shot. That's all I can say. Give it my best shot. That's it now. Done. It's out of the way. Disappointing. Definitely disappointing because, yeah, I'm definitely up for it. You know, certainly tried.
He's flash, he's bold, the Thesp is on the road doing his best. On his test, his shirt, his tie have caught the ginger eye on the actor's driving test.
And the roundabout, turn left, please. Okay, Paul, that's the end of the test, and I'm very pleased to tell you that you passed. Congratulations. All right, well done.
Nice one.
Okay.
I can't believe it, man. That went quicker than an hour and a half. That went really quick.
Happy bus he was, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, happy bus. You wait till he drives the last boat or something like that. They're all getting on drunk. It's a bit different. But it's all part of driving a bus in London.
For most drivers, passing the test is a cause for celebration. For Paul, it's the trigger for a full-scale moment.
So really, I'm kind of happy and I'm kind of sad. Does it make any sense? But You know, I can't give up my acting. I can't give it up. It's in me. It's in my blood, and I just feel, I don't know. I just feel sad, man. I got a PCV, you know, and I don't feel happy because that means I'm throwing my acting career on flipping driving a bus, and I don't want to drive a bus, you know. But like I said, I'm tied to them for 1 year, and I don't really want to drive a bus. It's just I've been pushed into it, you know. I want to be an actor. That's what I want. I've struggled, you know. I struggled for a long time. Now I'm a flipping fully pledged bus driver. I don't want to be a bus driver. It doesn't make any sense. My agent says I've got talent. I've got what an actor's got. Method acting. I've learned it all. Stanislavski, Chekhov, Berchov, Breath. And I'm driving a flipping bus, and I've got so much to give.
You've got to change the subject. I'll come back.
Yeah,
talk
you know.
about me. You're sad.
You know.
How's he doing? All right. Calm down. You was like a flipping jelly when you went out, wasn't you?
No, what it was, it's just that,
No, you was like a jelly. You was all... And you settled down, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well done, mate. Well done. Yeah?
Yeah.
You look drained.
I do. I don't really think you know how I feel, you know. I've got, you know...
You got pressures at home, haven't you?
No, it's not...
Bills and...
It's not... It's a lot, yeah, that's half of it, you know, bills and stuff, but, you know...
No, you did really well.
I've got a lot of pressures, man, but like I said...
Really well. Good luck
I'm
to you,
going
mate.
to fight to the end for this, I'm telling you.
Well, you don't have to. It's just... It's a bit longer there and you'll be in it.
Okay.
Week, if you're lucky. Bit of type training, tickets, radio. What else is there? Then you go to garage, and it's when they release your garage that your money changes. Up until then, you're still on training money.
Yeah.
It's a little piece of Chekhov in Camberwell Bus Yard.
That's yours if you needed to go and sign on for any benefits or anything
Right.
like that. You produce that says you've been dismissed.
P45.
As from today. That will come in the post.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Not really, but there you go.
Well.
That's what it is.
Will you have your clothes and all? Yeah.
Got me tie.
No, you can, yeah, wear your tie and Ivies. Don't you want to keep that in the
I do, do you mind?
You can keep that in the
Can
you see yourself instructing in 10 years' time?
I don't know. Don't know. I really enjoy what I do.
What does it you enjoy about it?
You wander about where you want. As long as you're getting results, they leave you alone. And everyone's different. You know, I mean, you look at the characters since you've been filming that we've had on the bus, yeah? And you always remember the person that taught you to drive. You might forget his name, but, you know, X amount of years' time, you think back and you think, oh, that fat old bugger, he taught me to drive. He had a good sense of humour. I think that's nice, you know? But 10 years, oh, I don't know. Well, that's got me thinking now.
This is the way life is. The man who really wants to drive off in a shiny red bus drives sadly away in a slightly dilapidated blue Volvo, while the man who's just passed at first attempt sits weeping on the lower deck.
Go for it.
Next week on Big Red Bus, Master Clooney makes a dash for a career in film and finds the frustrations of life behind the wheel.
I'm a movie star. Oh, get out of here. I'm on the movie, but I'm Cliff Richards. We're going on a summer holiday.
Lead to some rather surprising outbursts.
I'm not a bus driver. I'm an actor.
Cutting up on that performance at the same time next Thursday here on BBC One.
Discover more BBC radio stations at the touch of a button with a DAB digital radio. More stations mean more options to find something that suits you. What do you feel like